Welcome to Queens, New York. This is Shea Stadium. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Let's jump right in with a player who's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. It's been an absolute ice-cold streak, Singy.
Yeah, Boo, but today could be his day to break out of it. A few swings, some luck, and maybe he'll get back on track. It's just about finding that rhythm.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher in this game, Ed Lynch.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
And the right-hander deals. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. Just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One up, one down. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Line drive, snags it for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Yeah, that's fouled off. McGee with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
The first baseman.
So 2 down, and now the first baseman, Jack Clark. Clips the corner, 0-1. Clark went deep in his most recent game. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 left for the Cardinals. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, number 50.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, number 6.
Number 6.
And that's in for a strike. Ground ball to the right side. And that chance handled. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Darryl Strawberry.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
That to right, settles underneath it, nabs it, and there's 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Ray.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Ray Knight. Knight in his 9th season, 32 years old, usually a third baseman, but today starting at first. Strike 2.
Well, this will give him an opportunity to see what it's like to get balls that are up and to the right and down in the dirt. I think after this game, he'll be a little more focused on trying to hit that first baseman in the chest.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. On to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Now it's going to be number 18. Lynch back to work. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's the veteran second baseman looking to rebound today. He was 0 for 4 last night. That's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now here is Darryl Porter. And that drops in for a strike. No score here in the second. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
And the count 1-2. It goes down looking.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze it.
Terry Pennington next up for the Cardinals.
1-0.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but he beats it. Good hustle, and the inning continues.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Next to hit will be the pitcher. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is down low. Fought off foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the second.
So he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Zips it across. That ends the frame. So the Cards strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Darryl Strawberry. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
Strawberry with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Ball 2.
That's out to center field. McGee should have this one. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the catcher,
So digging in, Gary Carter.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Outside low. Ball 1. Carter matched a homer in his last game. And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing, a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. And gone. A solo shot. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
The batter now, George Foster. And that's in there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Next to hit, Howard Johnson. There's a strike. And there's a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Pennington puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting it, the shortstop, number 19.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. And that's in for a strike. Foster off of first with 2 away. That's to third. They get the force, and that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is Mets baseball on the show NYC. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Vince Coleman. Swing and a ground ball. Steps on first for the out. Ozzie Smith digs in now. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
That's towards center. Wilson settles under this one, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now Willie McGee, 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one misses in the dirt. And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
And here's the first baseman, Jack Clark. 0 for 1 so far. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Throws to first in time, and that is that. The Cards leave 1, and it remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Mets pitcher, Ed Lynch. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Fouled off down the right side. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the second baseman. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. McGee makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting, number 1.
2 down, base is empty. Wilson up now for the Mets. Flied to right his first time.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
Nope.
And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sasaki makes the grab, and that's the inning. On to the fourth. Now up for St. Louis, number 18. There's the strike.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one the other way, and foul ball. And that
3 balls, 2
misses.
strikes.
3-2 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Now a screamer into the outfield. He's got it, and there's 1 down. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. A single his first time. Line drive. Zips it to first. And that quickly 2 away.
Now back, Darryl Porter.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Darryl Porter. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That clips the corner.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
That one just misses, and that is ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
To third, Johnson. Sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Ray Knight. That one to first, Clark. And he takes it himself for the out.
Up next for the Mets, the right fielder, Darryl
Here's a big power threat. Darryl Strawberry, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
1 out, bases empty. Strawberry in his second season, 23 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
Inside, ball 1.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Gary Carter. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swinging a foul out of play. That one ripped left field, way back there. And brings it in at the wall. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Terry Pennington. Lynch back to work. Bunting for a hit, and that's just foul.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
And now the pitcher grounded out his first time.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That one down the line, and a foul ball. The Redbirds trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, left field. And there's 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now here is Vince Coleman. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. Safe at second.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Smith will hit next. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Coleman on at second with 2 down. This one lifted in the air, left field. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the third out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, George Foster. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. On the ground, Smith. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, third baseman,
Howard Johnson up now for the Mets. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. McGee pulls that one down. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 19.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. That one missed. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Two outs. Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 1-0. Top 6. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Willie McGee.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Ball, that's it.
And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jack Clark next up for the Cardinals. Has grounded out a couple of times. That clips the corner.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Here goes the runner. Pitch misses.
Ball one.
And safe.
He's in there. He's safe.
It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And a count 1-2. Man at second. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Up the middle. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
And the batter now, number 18. This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. McGee, the runner at third. Clark on at first with nobody out.
Two balls. No
in the
strike.
dirt, blocked. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Runner on the go. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Upstairs.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Here's the second baseman. Golden opportunity right here. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Tom Gorman.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
In there for strike one.
The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. One runs in. Another comes in to score. In to score from first. It's 3-1.
Just a huge at bat right there. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Here's the catcher, Darryl Porter. Lifted in the air down the left side. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And he boots it. And he'll pull into second safely.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a bloop hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Here's the third baseman, Terry Pennington. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Strike on the inside corner.
1 ball, 1 strike.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're the top half of the 6th. In the dirt. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Now to the plate, the pitcher. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. And the first offering is not close. And another ball.
No strike.
Bounce to the right, but it kicks foul. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That one drilled left field. And it one-hops the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. Go ahead, Singy, say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
Back to the top of the lineup, Vince Coleman. Next up for the manager out of the dugout, and he's
pitching for the New York Mets, number 26.
Ball, that's outside.
Lee.
swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there are 2 down. Ozzie Smith next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Gets the slider in there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And makes the grab. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Number Ford.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That misses. Ball one.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. No play. That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the second baseman. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Squirts away a little bit. Next offering upstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, no outs. Wilson now at the plate. Misses again, 5 in a row. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. In the air, center field. Smith makes the grab, one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So up next, Ray Knight. Where'd that last pitch miss? Missed with a changeup. 2 balls, no strikes. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's one.
Out.
Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. So one hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 32. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Willie McGee. Trying to bunt his way on. Gets it to first, and the bunt doesn't work out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jack Clark. 1 for 3. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1 now. Out towards right center field. 2 down.
Now back, number 18.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one the other way. Whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Now the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Next to hit, Gary Carter. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1 there.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
In for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Gets the catcher by a step.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 50 out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, number 32.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, George Foster, 1 for 2. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. The Mets down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
2 down, nobody on. That's down and in. A slider missed. Hit hard on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Mets 1. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, number 28. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
No,
pitch misses there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up next for St. Louis, Darryl Porter. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hit hard, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, no outs. Pennington getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout. And a foul ball. That's in there. 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is, headed. 3-pitch strikeout, all fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot. Lonnie Smith. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. On a line out towards center. And that's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Vince Coleman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The other way. And that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. Head first slide and he's safe. It's 6-1. Ozzie Smith digs in now. And that's way high. Ball 1. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And it's now a 6-run lead. Now up for St. Louis, Willie McGee. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
One and one.
In the dirt. Coleman, the lead runner at second. Smith at first, 2 out of the inning.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 2 runs in the inning, 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Mets 1. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Pat Perry.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Now the third baseman, Howard Johnson. And there's a strike. Action in the pen down there. Bill Campbell getting ready to go. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, nobody out. And the batter will be the shortstop. That misses. 1-0. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The Cards up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. And he calls for time now in the box. A chance to collect himself in the middle of this long at bat. Liner, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Keith Hernandez. Good opportunity for him, first and second with nobody out. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. First and second here, no outs. Next pitch is downstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And another ball. No outs, runners at first and second. And that'll load the bases.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here's the Mets leadoff man. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. And now it's 3-2. Bases juiced, no outs. Ground ball could be 2. Goes to second for 1, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Wilson up now for the Mets. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Whips it to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Through 8 full, it's the Cardinals 7 and the Mets 2. Taking over on the mound for the Mets, number 40. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jack Clark. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Fastball is outside. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This ball's chopped on the ground. Johnson throws across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And now the right fielder. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. First pitch misses.
Right through there for a strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's a strikeout looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
That's to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. Pennington, the next to hit. That one's upstairs, ball one. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. That's in there. There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run is in. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Safe. He beats the tag. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Landrum looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. That's hard hit on the line. Could be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lays out and makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Bill Campbell.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one not close. Now 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Protecting with strikes on him and putting the ball in play speaks to cutting down the strikeouts, shortening up with 2 strikes.
Darryl Strawberry up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Knight gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
Flipped that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's going back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Foster stands in now and watches strike 1.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
Next offering is fouled back. Campbell is just 1 strike away.
1 ball.
That's inside.
Inside. Ball 2.
The Mets with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that one is inside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Howard Johnson.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
The 0-1. Smoked on the ground to second. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Cardinals take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
This team has gotten off to a great start. They've come in here. They've won the first 2 games of this series. Riding high right now. Pretty confident. But you got to be careful. If you're overconfident and you don't stay focused at the task at hand, you could drop the next 2 games and leave here feeling a little disappointed after a great start to the series.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the New York Mets. Man, Singy, he was on a whole different level in his last game. What an effort.
Yeah, Boogie had that look in his eye from the jump. Really had the hitters guessing all day. So much confidence on the mound, and the stats back it up.
Pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, and on the hill, Dwight Dock.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
All right, ready to go here, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Vince Coleman. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
On the ground, dive, and he's got it. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Now, Jack Clark. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Gets the outside corner with that one. With a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That one in the dirt, and a count 1-2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
The pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next is the Cardinals' four-hitter. Ball one, no strikes. That one in triple digits. Smith at second with two down. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So one left for the Cardinals. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, number 48. What's the scouting report on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Matthews was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. Stays alive.
That complete game shutout in his last start is so rare nowadays, Boog. In 1983, that happened 180 times across MLB. In 2023, there were only 21. Not a lot of pitchers who can do what he did.
Has room, and he makes the catch. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Dwight Duck.
Simply put, Boog, I mean, one of the elite players in the game, arguably the best player in the game, just an absolute unbelievable talent. Always so much fun to watch him go out there and do his thing. Sit back and enjoy the show, and hopefully he's able to do something special in this one.
Number 6 in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, bases empty. Matthews, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2023. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. On the ground to third, Pennington. To first, and here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the 1st.
Batting third, the first baseman, Keith.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, bases empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Landrum on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. We played an inning. No score. New inning getting started. Now up for St. Louis, number 28. Doc back to work. Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-0. And that's too high. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
And that drops in for a strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And there's 1 away. Darryl Porter next up for the Cardinals. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. The changeup missing, and now it's even 1-1. Second inning here, no score. He caught it behind his back, and they get the out. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Terry Pennington. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the center fielder, Landrum. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
This one in the air. Makes the grab, and that'll do it. The Cards leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the power speed combo. Darryl Strawberry. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now time called at the plate. Out to center. Landrum sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit. Gary Carter. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
0-1.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time.
Batting 6, the left fielder.
So up next for New York, George Foster. That one out to right. Fair ball.
Batting 7, the third baseman.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ray Knight now at the plate. And that one goes straight to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Outside with a breaking ball. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. Santana in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Santana getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground to the left, and a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. Inside. And it's 1-2. Chopped on the ground. Tosses to first. Inning over. 2 left for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Strawberry settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. Vince Coleman next up for the Cardinals. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Top of the third, no score. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Up the middle. Off balance throw in time. Got him.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Swing and a ball lifted left field, and it falls, and that extends the inning.
The first baseman, number 22.
Jack Clark next up for the Cardinals. Struck out swinging his first time. Dominguez picks over. Smith gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
2 outs. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses across to first, and that is the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And we're back. Now here is Dwight Dock.
Dwight Dock.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
On the ground out to short. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And next for the Mets, Wilson. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And he takes a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the Phillips.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now the number 2 hitter swings through that.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Got him looking for the strikeout. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now Keith Hernandez misses off the plate. Ball 1. And a strike in there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to 3rd. Slings it across. That is the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, number 18. Just missed. That one clips the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Bangs off the wall. Oh, and he whiffs on it. They're still chasing it as he rounds second.
Had to go a pretty long way for that one towards the foul line, so that was no gimme by any means, but it is a play that needs to be made. Might have been a little concerned with where he was on the field or something, but whatever it was, I know he'd like another shot at it.
Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Here's the second baseman. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And that one is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4.
And that one upstairs, ball one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Darryl Porter digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike. And that's a little bit high. Swing and a miss.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Pennington can't hold up, and that's a strike. Two outs with a runner at third. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the third out. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Darryl Strawberry up now for the Mets.
The right fielder, Darryl Strawberry.
Lifted in the air, right center field. On his way over. One away.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Gary Carter up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. Carter in his 12th season, 31 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. On the corner for a strike. 1-2.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Throw to first in time.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And stepping in for New York, George Foster. In there, and it's 0-1. And there's a ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
In the air to left down the line. Sasaki sizing this one up. Drops into the glove, and that's the inning. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Landrum. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike.
You know, these Cards looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
0-2 is the count.
The next offering misses, and that's ball one.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
At the plate, number 48. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got it. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Vince Coleman. Next up for the Cardinals, 1 for 2.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
Nope.
First pitch, and he just misses.
Counts
2
1-0.
down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one
That's
outside. And now 2-0. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a bunt towards third. And he'll be safe at first.
The bat, number 3, shortstop.
Maybe a little small ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to rev up this offense, and they've been pretty quiet all game, so maybe this wakes them up a bit and helps them get on the board.
Now a chance for Ozzie Smith. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Coleman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ray Knight. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Ball 2. 2-1.
And he swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Now he steps out as time is granted. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Rafael Santana up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Pitch in the dirt. Now 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Dwight Dock will hit next. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And that's in there for strike 1.
Throwing the ball really well today. That 2-seam fastball's got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Two outs. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Mets go down quickly, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Jack Clark. Doc back to work. That one's in there. Strike one.
0-1.
And that's in there at the knees. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That's off the mark. 2-2.
That's a really good take.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Next one misses. 1-1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
1-run game. 1 out, 1 on. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. The throw. Tag. And he's out. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And here is number 6.
Right through there for a strike.
just
Nope,
missed.
outside.
Next offering is fouled back.
Outside, that's a ball.
And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. One down, base is empty. Pitch misses. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Sasaki makes a nice grab and a full sprint.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Hernandez up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Number 32 getting loose out there. Perry, a left-hander, also throwing. 2 down, nobody on.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Pennington makes the catch. And that is that. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. And now, Darryl Porter. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one off the mark. 2-0.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Terry Pennington. He is singled and he is flied to left. In for a strike. 0-1.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Late swing, foul to the left. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Struck him out looking. So 2 down now, and here is Landry. And a ground ball to first. He takes it on his own. St. Louis goes down in order. Another scoreless inning, and now that's 7 shutout frames. It's the Mets 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Number 32 on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch. Ivan De Jesus, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Number 11, Ivan.
Well, 1-run game, and now the right fielder, Darryl Strawberry. Great speed and great power, a great athlete, quite simply. He swings and fouls one off.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. That one missed. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Carter up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. Right down the chute, and it's 1-1.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
2 strikes.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, George Foster.
2 down, bases empty. George Foster up now for the Mets. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. But they're on top 1-0. Ready to begin the 8th. Now up for St. Louis, Ivan De Jesus. And fouled off.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a high chopper. Santana fires across the diamond, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And now it's going to be Vince Coleman. In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. Out number 2. And now Ozzie Smith, 1 for 3. And he lays down a bunt, and that's a foul ball. 2 outs. Ball 1 there.
Ball 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Clark stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
But with the tie and run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and then score that run from first base.
Smith off of first with 2 away. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 38.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for New York, Ray Knight. A strikeout and a walk. time called. And that is out of play. Popped up. Smith hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Rafael Santana up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Pat Perry appears to be getting loose. Number 46 warming up as well. Up and in, and that is ball one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Here's a tapper towards short. Smith. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs. So now a pinch hitter, number 4.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boog. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Landrum on the move. Hauls it in to end the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, number 47. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hard hit left side. Zips it to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the second baseman. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. To the right side. And that quickly 2 away.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
So it's their last chance in this one. Darryl Porter next up for the Cardinals. And that's way high. 1-0. Fought off foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swing and a pop-up. Santana. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets bounce back from consecutive losses to take Game 3 of the series.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.